Hey best friends, I'm Claire.
I'm Yana.
Welcome to
My Best Friend's Book Club.
Welcome to season 2, where we are reading
Sunburned, a novel by Katherine Wood.
And so far, we're really enjoying this book. Last week, we read pages 1 through 49, and this week, we're reading pages 49 to 100, stopping at chapter
11.
So we're going to do a quick recap of what we read last week, just to set us back into the story, and then we'll get into the summary of the pages for this week, into discussion, and then off into the wonderful world.
And we'll part ways and go enjoy the rest of our evenings.
Just for today. So, recap. We met Audrey. She's a private investigator, and she's been hired by her ex-boyfriend, who is now a billionaire, Tyson Dale. She's been invited to join him at St. Barth's, and we come to find that Audrey's fate is tied to Tyson's.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ding, 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 ding. Because Tyson's being blackmailed, and this blackmail involves Audrey. So if one of them goes down, they both go down.
Ain't that always how it goes?
That's right. And Audrey, she has to stay in Tyson's mansion, boo-hoo, with all the other guests, who we come to find are all suspects of this blackmail.
Yes.
So here is the lineup of who is in the house. This is a very whodunit story. We have Tyson's Belgian model wife, Samira, her bestie faux chestie, Giselle, Tyson's brother, Cody, and his girlfriend, Jennifer, Tyson's business partner, Allison, and Laurent. Tyson's personal everything.
I wish he was my personal everything.
Me too.
Honestly, I'd get blackmailed to spend some time in a house with Laurent. It doesn't sound too bad.
You know, I agree.
What, you're in a mansion with a beautiful view, a chef, there's a pool, and Laurent. Why doesn't that ever happen for me? Why won't rich people blackmail me?
Come find us at mybfbookclub@gmail.com. If you haven't caught on, listener, Laurent is described as an incredibly attractive French man who seems to be our love interest of our main character.
Yes.
We'll find out more, though. I hope so. I hope there's some spice. So that's the lineup of the people inside of the house. But we also learned that this blackmail involves an old friend named Ian. He was a kid they grew up with, Audrey, Tyson, and Cody. And Ian was thought to be missing. But recently his foot was found with a keychain that had his initials. And so now we know that he has likely been murdered, and there will be an investigation. Ian also lived on Tyson's property when they were growing up in a trailer.
I just got an evil idea.
What?
What if it's Ian? What if he's
He cut his foot off?
What if he's alive and he's black because of the business?
I could see that, as long as he's willing to lose his foot, because they found his foot in the Nike Air Jordan. Product placement. So the story jumps between present day with Audrey. She's investigating the blackmailer. And then we go 11 years back in time with the group. They're growing up. We find about sort of the messy first love, teenage romance between Audrey and Tyson. Clearly doesn't seem to end well. And then we also learn that Tyson, Audrey, and Cody, they plan a hack, because Audrey is a computer whiz and she needs to pay for her mom's cancer treatments that are extraordinarily expensive. So that's pretty much what happened in the last set of 50 pages. Getting into this week, more fun mystery. Audrey's trying to figure out who's blackmailing Tyson.
Ladoy.
Surprise. He's given her access to all the house's cameras and the audio, so she's able to surveil everyone in the house.
I would be so good at this, Claire.
I know you would. You would enjoy it, too.
I would thrive. I've honestly gone into the wrong field, because I would be damn good and damn committed. If any one of you need a cheap PI, contact us.
She'll figure out her rate card before
gmail.com. I will help you find them.
She will. She's not joking.
No, and I'll get it done faster probably than any other.
Cheaper.
Sure.
So then Tyson, he is described in his older age as paranoid and earthy. He's living on a liquid diet of some sort of green slushy drink, but he also can't let go of his Coors Light. So, fun contrast there. Honestly, any other beer, Tyson.
Coors Light, if you're listening, sponsor us.
Yeah, we'll take that.
We'll take it. Well, I love Coors Light. When I drink Coors Light, I feel like I'm just on a beach in St. Barth's. So yeah, sponsor us.
So Tyson tells Audrey that everyone in the house hates him and probably has a motive. But it does seem that this blackmailer doesn't know that Audrey's tied to Tyson yet, but that's a little unclear. We'll find out more as we keep reading. So then Allison, Tyson's business partner, she seems to have a solid motive because she made a bad investment and now she owes the bank $80 million. And
nothing.
Nope, not for me.
I would never blackmail someone for $80 million.
Me either. And she's asked Tyson to buy her out of the company or to at least buy some of her shares. And he refuses to take her up on any of these offers. So she's kind of in a deep financial bind right now.
$80 million is a really bad investment.
What a risk.
That's real money.
Yeah. But when you're rich, maybe it doesn't feel like that much.
No money, no problems.
That's right. That's why I have no problems.
I have no problems.
All the guests in the house, they have to attend this dinner party, and we find out that they are in St. Barth's to launch a new DeSalle Center, which is Tyson's business. And there's a big city council meeting tomorrow where they're expecting pushback from the city. And we learn that Tyson really needs this deal to go through. Otherwise, he may have to take the company public. And he doesn't want to do that because he really just wants to kind of keep it and be rich without sharing. So then after dinner, Audrey tails Allison to the bar. She seems to be our number one suspect right now. And conveniently, it's a costume bar. And she needs a ride, so she calls upon
Laurent.
Thank you. I can't roll my R's. I need you to do that always. And he conveniently has a hookup at the bar.
Shocking.
With access to the costume closet.
I have gone to so many bars that are costume themed.
I'm going undercover to bars all the time, and they just happen to be costume
They're never
bars.
just like a costume themed night. It's just the whole bar.
Every night.
Yeah, you always wear a costume.
And I'm always a spy, so it works out great. Audrey tells Laurent that she owes Tyson a favor, and she's there to spy on Allison. She kind of overshares, I feel. Like, she shares that she knows French, and she's good at hacking. And this honestly just kind of made me question her PI skills.
I mean, myself as a PI professional, unprofessionally, would say that that is something I would never do. You could trust me to not give out facts about myself. I would keep all my languages secret so that I could listen in.
I agree.
And if Laurent...
Maybe he's so attractive, she's just intoxicated by him and she just can't stop talking.
So even if he's attractive, like, what if it's him?
That's what I was thinking. What if he is the blackmailer and she's kind of just like really overexposed herself and trusted him a lot? So then they spot Allison, Laurent, and Audrey, and she's meeting with two men and making some kind of handshake deal. So then Audrey and Laurent follow the men out and they share a steamy moment. I love this spice.
You wanted so much more spice.
I hope that this is one of those books where they just slowly grow the spice. And then there's like this moment where it's like, boom. And you're like, yes, finally. You're gonna feel good about it when it happens.
Sure.
For all you spice lovers out there like me, I have a quote for you. His palm was rough against mine as he pulled me into the shadows where we leaned against the wall outside the door. We were standing so close. Our hips were touching. And again, neither of us moved to pull apart.
I mean, maybe it was just inconvenient to move.
Your hips are up against someone. Wouldn't you? It's a stranger.
I wouldn't know.
A sexy stranger.
I mean, Laurent, yeah.
So, Laurent being the wonderful person that he is.
God bless his heart.
I hope he doesn't end up being bad. Actually, maybe that would be fun. Let's see.
Oh, we love a bad boy.
He IDs the two men, and we find they are both two members of the city council.
Shocking.
Honestly, it is shocking. Allison shouldn't be meeting with them before the meeting tomorrow.
Allison is sus.
I think maybe she's trying to sabotage. We'll see.
I think she's too easy of a...
I agree. But I do think she's trying to sabotage, but I don't think she's the blackmailer. So then Audrey and Laurent head back home, unfortunately part their ways. And Audrey wakes
Hopefully
up.
they come back together, though, in a very steamy manner.
So then Audrey is woken up at 3 a.m. because she hears some fumbling in the kitchen. So she goes and checks her surveillance, since she has access
Lucky.
now. I know. And we find it's Giselle, who, if you remember, is Tyson's wife's best friend. She's drunk, and she's rummaging around the kitchen, trying to find, more alcohol. I don't think she was trying to find food.
I needed food, though.
So Audrey, she's watching them right through her surveillance feed, and she sees that Samira comes to talk to Giselle. And after some words, the two of them hook up.
Sure do. You got your steaminess.
And through this moment, we hear that one of them says that Tyson doesn't like them being romantic without him.
Yeah, so we find out there's a throuple situation, or maybe not throuple, but just threesome situation.
Happening. Yeah. We also overhear in this moment that Giselle spotted Laurent at the bar, the costume bar.
Yes.
And he was with a woman who she says, quote, they looked like they might fuck right there in the club. So...
Keep those fingers crossed, Claire.
Way to go, chemistry.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty excited about it. Let's go. And then we also hear so much in this moment that Giselle drops the name William and says that there becomes some clarity that Samira is only with Tyson for a couple more months, and then she's able to exit the marriage and get money, but she has to stay in it for 3 years based on their marriage contract. Mm-hmm. So she's really in it for the money at this point.
Absolutely.
So I think that's an important thing to know about Giselle. She could be a suspect based on such information, and so could Samira.
Yeah.
So then the next morning, Audrey wakes up and she immediately looks up William, and she finds that this is Samira's ex-husband. He died in a suspicious hunting accident. There's a lot of people that feel like maybe she arranged it because he's, he was, R.I.P., a 50-year-old rich man. She's 22 at that time.
Aren't we all?
And they were only married for 4 months before this accident occurred.
Bye.
So here's that. So then this moment ends with Tyson, Cody, Allison, and Laurent all heading to that city council meeting. Tyson tells Laurent to plan a diving/boat trip for the next day. And I think this will lead us into the prologue that talked about a body bobbing in the water, and Audrey jumps in, and how long can they stay under, which I think is the diving thing. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll learn more about that.
Maybe next week then we'll get to talk about the submersible a little bit.
Oh,
Love a diving thing.
more money, more problems. In this set of pages too, there's some short instances where we flash back 11 years ago when they're teenagers and they're growing up. Just a couple things to note there. Audrey's hack is successful. She is able to pay for her mom's first cancer treatment. It seems to be working, but her mom does end up needing another, so Audrey has to start her hacking program up again so she can get more money for the second treatment. We also find out that Tyson is grossly asking for a cut of this money because it was quote unquote his idea.
He loves to take an idea.
Mm-hmm. And Audrey and Cody start to question his moral compass, which we see fluctuate quite a bit in these 50 pages. So,
More money, less ethics.
hey, let's start that. Hashtag. We also see Ian. He's alive.
Throwback.
He's still in that trailer behind Tyson's house.
Maybe he never died in the first place.
And we find out he has some problems with his plumbing. And Ian builds a filtration system. And Tyson notably says, let me know when you get that hydroponic system up. Maybe we can go into business together. Are we feeling like maybe Tyson is going to steal Ian's idea?
I sure am feeling
Perhaps
that way.
he did. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So then there's a 4th of July party, and Audrey catches Ian in Tyson's parents' office. He's digging through her hacking program, and he basically blackmails her and is like, give me a cut of this money, or I'm going to tell people you're doing this.
Also, I feel like we need to just focus for a second on the fact that Audrey's not a very good, secretive, careful PI from the very beginning. I mean, she wasn't a PI back then, but who does that? Why would you leave this computer unpassword protected?
Yeah, or the program itself.
With other people in the area outside. And it's like
It's a party. It's a 4th of July party. But in this moment, Tyson and Cody, they come in the room. Tyson quickly gets physical with Ian, which I guess none of us are surprised by. But he kind of like attacks him with a spatula
and threatens to kill him.
He was like, they were describing it as it was like slowly slicing his throat and there was some blood. And I don't know, I felt weird because it was a spatula. But
it's like a metal burger flipping spatula.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know. It's awkward.
If you have a metal burger flipping spatula company, you can sponsor us. We will cut throats.
So the group negotiates and they decide they're going to give Ian 10% of this hack that they're doing, not indefinitely, just up into this last date of Audrey where she needs the money for her mom. And then everyone's going to part ways, but they agree to give him money. So that's how that ends there. So that's it. That's pretty much what happened in these last pages. So, Yana, do you have any discussion points you'd like to get into?
Well, I think it would be nice to kind of, let's say, okay, so this is what we know for now in terms of like a whodunit.
Whodunit.
Right? Like, it probably isn't Audrey. Although, what a twist. No. Allison has motive, right? She needs...
Too obvious.
I know, too obvious. But she's really short on money. She's struggling. So there's that. Let's say Cody, the brother, doesn't seem to have like a very respected relationship with his brother. Like he doesn't look up to him or respect him in any way. He doesn't think he's a good guy.
Cody's one of my top contenders right now.
Yeah. And then there's Samira, who possibly killed her first husband, maybe, is trying to get out of her deal earlier and, have Tyson be put away.
Put away as in like dead?
No, like jail.
Oh, because he could?
Yeah.
Because, they could go to jail for murder. Do you go to jail for murder?
Email us.
Sorry, I was like, wait, why would he go to jail?
Well, these days.
Sorry. That makes sense.
Then Cody's girlfriend, Jennifer, doesn't have any sort of motive, but she's actually one of my top contenders right now. She's just quiet behind the scenes, just kind of lurking in the shadows, being friendly. Doesn't seem to... Yeah, but if her boyfriend, Cody, isn't like a big fan of his brother, then maybe she's also trying to protect Cody in some way, get Cody more of the company. I don't know. Then it could be Giselle.
I don't think it's Giselle. Do you?
No, it also seems like too obvious of a one right now, but she seems to be in love with Samira and is ready for Samira to be done with this marriage. And Samira's like, but I need the money. But Giselle's like, it's not like you'd be poor. You're a successful model. So I just feel like maybe their idea of how much money they need is also different. And I think Giselle just wants to be with Samira.
She doesn't love her enough though to not go out. Remember at the dinner?
Yeah.
Samira's supposed to go with Giselle and then Tyson is like, you're staying. And then she has to stay. And Giselle's like, bye, girl.
So, I mean, it could also be Laurent.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Or do I want that? I don't know. I'm going to have to marinate on that.
I feel like, another possibility is it could be someone on the house staff. We do find out that the staff refer to him as the Dark
Beast.
The Dark Beast.
But in French.
The Dark Beast. Which, obviously means that his staff don't feel like they are treated super kindly. So maybe they just have it out for him. And it could also possibly be Rosa, whatever the name is.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about her.
Yeah, of Audrey's partner, because she was involved with them in their childhood as well. So she also knew Ian and knew Tyson.
Doesn't like Tyson. Mm-mm. She never wanted Audrey to date him.
No.
She has reason to want to take him down.
Yep.
She's kind of not someone you would think about. She's one of my top people too right now.
Mm-hmm. Then maybe Ian's alive.
Which we just decided is a possibility. He decided to cut his foot off.
or it's like someone else's foot and he hacked or did something to like make it look like it was his. It's not like they're like, this foot looks like Ian's. It's
But,
like
DNA.
the DNA. Yeah, but you could fake shit.
Isn't it if they don't have your DNA in the system? They probably have his DNA, though, if he was a missing person and he lived in the trailer. They probably got all kinds of his DNA from the trailer. Who knows, though?
Yeah, but
New season of Dexter, everyone.
but you know, Ian's probably
Excited about that.
pissed that sounds like this desol thing was kind of
His
Ian's idea. And
yeah.
now Tyson's this mega rich dude.
It sounds like Ian's really smart. He doesn't have the privilege of Tyson.
Correct.
He had to drop out of school. He's selling drugs to survive, but he's really smart.
Yeah.
He just can't like afford to go to school. Kind of same thing with Audrey. She had to drop out of college to pay for her mom's cancer treatments, and not only that, but help take care of her mom. But she's
Yeah.
really smart too. His brother Cody's pretty smart, not as smart as Audrey or Ian, I think. And Tyson's just kind of like your typical handsome, schmoozy
It's like
guy.
I think the charisma
the
or
idea
something.
man.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like he stole ideas to
Sounds like
become.
he steals everything.
Yeah,
Like
and he's like probably used people
Yeah.
to get where he is today.
Oh, I'm sure.
He probably used Audrey at some point for her computer smarts. It definitely sounds like he used Ian for the
other thing
filtration
is,
system.
it does sound like Cody has feelings for Audrey or had them in the past. So that's
Seems
another reason why he might be a little anti-Tyson.
So Tyson really just like,
Tyson sucks.
he sucks. I actually had a quote about this, kind of. She said, his parents may have given him cash, but they certainly hadn't given him enough attention, so he sought it elsewhere. And it seems like everything he does, he just figures out his resources and leverages them, which I guess is a skill in itself, right? Like leveraging your resources, being an idea person, those are skills, but when you don't give credit to all the people you're working with, that's when you're like, gross.
Yeah.
And we don't know, but sounds like Tyson.
So who are your top two
My top two right now are
suspects?
Cody and Rosa. Who are
Okay.
yours?
I think mine right now are Jennifer
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
and I feel like it's a tie for me.
Just say the three then.
Jennifer, Laurent.
No,
So godly.
Madame.
And Cody also. Actually, I take Cody back. Ian. Ian's alive.
Wait, why do you think Laurent?
It just feels
Could you
good.
do that to us?
It just feels possible. I don't know, because I think it's like this whole like she just gave him so much information.
Yeah, I felt like maybe
Maybe Tyson's in on it. Maybe that's why he told Allison. Or
No,
Allison.
he's crazy. I think.
Oh yeah, because crazy people wouldn't do crazy things. You're right. I'm dumb.
I think maybe Laurent, one of those characters where he's like a part of it and it seems like he betrays Audrey, but then it's like for good intentions and it's a misunderstanding. How could he? And then we find out it's like for just cause and then they end up together. I'm going to go ahead and put my fucking token in the hat and say Laurent and Audrey are going to end up together by the end of this book.
I feel like they're gonna sleep together. And then I think if she ends up with anyone, it's going to be Cody.
Really? No, she didn't even like Cody.
Maybe she does now.
She keeps saying these kinds of quotes. I wrote this one down too, and she said something similar in the last 50 pages. She says, "But it has been years since a man had any effect on me, much less turned my blood to lava with a glance. And it was a nice reminder that part of me wasn't totally dead." Which I think many of us can relate to. But she keeps putting this emphasis on
So
how...
she'll sleep with him. She's horny for Laurent.
Yeah, but like,
that
she
doesn't mean they're
seems
gonna
like
end up
she really
together.
likes him. And then even at the costume
Girl,
bar,
she doesn't know anything about him.
she's like worrying in her head that, oh, like, am I only feeling the chemistry? Or is he feeling it too?
You are obsessed with Laurent. Like, you just want to hear about Laurent having sex.
I just am not obsessed with Laurent. I am
Could've fooled me.
obsessed with the spice
I just love love.
that I want to happen. I want it to happen like it does in my romantasy smut books. And I want you to experience that because it's fun.
I just get enough from Love Island.
Whoa. I'm not sure that's love at all.
I feel like it's the same kind of lust that Laurent and Audrey have.
To be determined, my friend.
Fine.
Read
My
books about
foe.
fairies where they have mates
I
and they
don't
love
believe
no one
in
else.
fairies.
Surprise! I don't believe in Santa Claus.
Well, there's one girl on Love Island didn't know ponies are real.
I hope she's okay.
Who do you think goes overboard in the next 50 pages? If someone does go overboard, but it sounds like that's what's going to happen. Who do you think
It sounds
we lose?
like somebody came to the surface and is probably dead, and then they're all under diving still. Remember,
But someone's got to be on the boat.
right, Audrey's on the boat.
They have staff, too.
Remember, because she's watching it happen, and so are other people, and it seems like someone comes to the surface in not great healthy conditions, and then she's like, how long can people actually stay under? So it seems like there's people still diving. I could be totally wrong, but it seems like there's people still diving, and someone has come afloat, and she's on the boat, and then she jumps in the water. So it's too obvious if it's Tyson, huh?
I just don't feel like they'd kill Tyson off so soon.
Right. That would just end the book.
Yeah.
Do you have a prediction?
I was thinking maybe Giselle. Because Tyson has cameras everywhere. Like, he probably doesn't like the fact that Giselle and Samira have a thing.
Well, you think he orchestrated her death?
Maybe.
Wait, do you think they orchestrated Ian's death?
Yeah. I don't believe anyone. Everyone's guilty.
Why didn't I think of that? Of course they must. Or they must know something about it, of course.
Yeah.
I think maybe they're going to kill off the most obvious character.
So Allison?
Allison.
Bye.
I'm going to go with Allison as the one who comes afloat and is maybe dead or very unwell from the dive.
Okay.
You're saying Giselle?
Yeah, I mean, I could see Allison for sure.
That's right.
I would
so
say,
smart.
you're probably right. I would say Allison's probably my top then, too. And then Giselle would be my second.
Listener, who do you think comes afloat in the next 50 pages? And also, who is your number one suspect right now?
Dun, dun, dun.
Send us your thoughts on that. Also, if you have any notes you want us to cover live on the show, send them to us. We'll read them. We'll have conversation about them.
If you send us an audio message in our DMs, we'll even play it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, assuming you send us a good message.
You can message us on our socials. That's at My BF Book Club on TikTok or Instagram. Or you can send us a Gmail at...
mybfbookclub@gmail.com.
That's right. Yana, what was your food rating for these last 50 pages?
You know what? In honor of your steamy obsession with Laurent and Audrey, I'm gonna do like chocolate dipped strawberries. A little sensual.
Can we have a little champs with that?
Sure, a
Some
little
of that
dom.
dom?
Served to us by Laurent.
With just an apron on.
Oh, yeah, maybe not even that.
Oh, Mom, don't listen.
Love you, Mom.
Love you.
She doesn't know how to turn this
My
on.
mom loves the show.
Yeah, shout out.
What's up, babe? I didn't say your name, girl.
No.
Mom. I love that. I'm actually obsessed with chocolate covered strawberries. I love fruit forward desserts.
I hate fruit forward
I
desserts.
love them.
What's yours?
I am going to go with, you know, when you've had like, you're at happy hour after work, right? So you really haven't eaten much. You have like 3 beers, so you're buzzing pretty good. And then you're like, you order mozzarella sticks and they're hot and steamy right out of the frickin' oven. And they come with delicious hot marinara sauce and you dip and you pull that cheese. Pull it like it's Laurent.
Claire, I think
Sorry.
off the pod, we're going to have to talk about you and maybe dating.
Right. I just like my books. That's
I'm
my
getting
food rating.
concerned.
Spicy marinara dipped mozzarella sticks.
If you
with
guys,
pulled cheese.
listeners, if you guys know of someone who feels similar to Laurent and is available, please
Let me know.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
my-
wow, look how fast she did
At my
that.
BF book club.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. So, Yana, what's your sexy side piece book aside from Sunburned?
Nothing, because I am struggling to read more than one book at a time. I apparently can't, like, I don't do it with TV shows or movies either. Like, I have to watch from start to finish. Even if it's, like, 20 seasons, I have to, like, finish that.
Wow.
I struggle a little bit. It depends. Like, if we get through, like, 19 seasons, then maybe I can, like... you know, because I like know the characters really well. But in the beginning, when I'm just getting to know everyone, it's really hard for me to like have two stories going at the same time. That said, I do listen to audiobooks.
What show is like 19 seasons? Like
Grey's Anatomy.
Supernatural? Totally different people right now.
Yep. Also,
I loved Supernatural.
think of like soap operas. You have like All My Children, One Life to Live. They've been going on for like 1,000 trillion years.
Sounds riveting.
But Claire, what's your sexy side piece other than Laurent?
I wish Laurent was my sexy side piece. I'm still reading House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. I've got like 25% of the book left and then it's over. So I really need some recommendations. Please email me because obviously I need it in my life. Thank you, listeners. So for next week, book clubbers, listeners, we're going to read pages 101 to 153. You're going to stop at chapter 11. And we're still new to the podcasting world and looking to grow and really wanting to grow the book club. It's not just a podcast. It's truly meant to be
a community.
It is.
It's a family.
Yeah, a big book club where we can all talk books of all different genres. We're all reading different things. Hopefully we're all reading the same book with the podcast, but who cares? If we just want to have a community of books and book conversation and then, use the book we're reading to help like facilitate conversation. So please share the podcast with people who you feel want to join book clubs or want to be part of the book community. Give us a rating on your favorite podcast streaming platform. Just like get that 5-star like it's Laurent.
Just hit that.
Hit that 5-star like it's Laurent.
Yep.
And follow us on our socials and email us any of your notes if you want to
there's something
participate.
We're not doing that you want us to be doing, tell us, and maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. We'll see how good your advice is. But the more of a community that we have, maybe the better we'll get. You're with us when we're brand new and we're going to blow up and be huge. So
I would love to have a segment where we just go through like people's notes and we get to hear some of their thoughts and some of the questions they have. So obviously we're new and so, we've been getting some more communication recently, but would love just like more thoughts and notes and on the book we're reading and just in the book world in general. So send them to us. Yeah. We'd love to hear them and we'd love to talk about them.
Help you.
That's right. One last piece of business. We have a winner for our giveaway. Our lucky listener who won a copy of Sunburned. That listener is handle books are good, okay? Which, yes, we agree with that statement. On Instagram, I see you've listed your name, so I'm going to say it here. It's Chelsea. Chelsea, we're going to send you a message so we can get your shipping details for your copy of Sunburned. Thanks so much for listening, friend. We hope you're enjoying the book and the podcast, and we hope you're in a big book club where you're all reading it together. And if you're not, Chelsea, do that. Just kidding. We hope you enjoy your copy of Sunburned. So with that, friends, if nothing else, remember,
keep on reading.
Even if it's without us.